So these wireless mics will blow you away. Tons of really cool features, but also, how do they sound? Honestly, I've been testing out these microphones, and when I play back the footage, I actually don't think it's coming from the mics at all because they sound that good. But then, yeah, when I get up close, you know that's what they sound like. So let me tell you all about the amazing Saramonic BlinkME B2s.
Mr. Black.
By the way, welcome to the channel. My name is Danny Black, and I love to share with you cool gear that comes my way. And if you're new here and you like that kind of stuff, don't be a stranger. I'll put links to everything down in the description, plus a surprise link. And the goal of this channel is not to try to get you to spend your money. I just want to show you what's out there, show you how it works, let you hear how it sounds for yourself. And then if you're in the market for it, you should definitely check them out. So in the box, you get this nice little zipped up case here. And in that, we get the microphone system, which we'll come back to. You also get a phone mount with a cold shoe on top, and it's actually a really nice phone mount. On this other flap right here, we have 4 magnets, which you can use to put it through clothing instead of using a clip. You also get 2 magnetic clips. And what I love about these magnetic clips is that, you can clip them on your clothing, whether it's like a shirt like this, or if you put it like on top of a t-shirt. And because it's magnetic, you can actually turn your microphone that way it's always facing up towards your mouth. You also get a cold shoe magnetic mount for the receiver. That way you can put it on top of the phone mount or like a bigger camera. In this part right here, you get a variety of cables, including a USB cable for power and data transfer. You also get a Lightning 2 3.5 millimeter. That way you can connect it straight from your phone to the receiver. You also get a USB-C to 3.5 millimeter to connect to your newer iPhones or Android devices. And you get the 3.5 millimeter cable to connect it to your bigger cameras or other audio sources. You also get 2 wind muffs that are really easy to just twist on, and then they stay on. They don't fall off very easily at all. Okay, so now let's get into the microphone system and the receivers. Both mics will hold onto the receiver magnetically, and they can also be charged that way. And the receiver has a USB-C output for data connection and charging. It also has a headphone out for monitoring and a 3.5 millimeter output for your cameras or smartphones. On the other side, you have volume buttons, and that's for your headphone monitoring. You also have a power button that you can double tap to lock the screen, and you can even customize that further through the app, and you can have it do other things. But yeah, speaking of the screen, it's actually a touch screen. And this is where you can swipe down to change the record mode from mono to stereo. That way you can have both mics on different channels. And you can also enable a mono safety channel, just giving a bigger range of sound, keeping it from distorting in case you all of a sudden start screaming and you don't want to have that distorted sound. You can also change the receiver gain and the transmitter gain, and you can also adjust other settings as well. If you swipe up, you can access the settings for the mics themselves, and you can enable internal recording. You can also mute each mic, and you can even format the internal storage. Yeah, internal storage. So it just keeps getting better. So let's move on to the mics themselves, because I've never seen wireless microphones with touch screens like this. But before we get into the touchscreen, let's just look around at the buttons on it. You have a power button that you can also double tap to lock the screen. And you can even also hold it down to do other things like mute the mic or change the gain of the mic. And you also have a noise reduction button that you can press once to turn on noise reduction. Or through the app, you can also customize it to do different things on double tap or holding it down. And that noise reduction does a great job just cutting out any background sounds, like if you have the air conditioning on, if you have any kind of fan or even street noise, you can turn that noise reduction on just with a single press, and you'll even see the icon pop up that says noise reduction. You have the microphone up here at the top, and honestly, it sounds really good. Every time I test it, I think that I'm getting audio from a different source because it's just so natural sounding. It sounds like I have shotgun mics or anything like that, but it is literally this microphone right here. Even when I'm just touching it and holding it, you don't hear a lot of sounds of the mic being hit. It just gives an even balanced sound. It's kind of bizarre, but really cool. But let's go ahead and dive into this touch screen because this thing is amazing. So you get your audio metering levels, and you get battery status, and you also get this wallpaper that you can actually change by holding down, and you can change it to the different ones they have on there by swiping. Or if you go through their app, you can customize it and put your own logo, or you can just have nothing at all. And the app is honestly a whole different beast on its own. You do a lot of video recording and audio recording and just so much stuff with the app. It's actually pretty cool. If you swipe down, you get a quick menu. You can change the brightness, mute the microphone, start and stop internal recording, and some other settings. If you swipe up, you can customize your onboard recordings like record protection. You can also change the noise reduction level. You can adjust the transmitter gain and the brightness and display timer for a power save or always on or an auto screen off. And it's on the 2.4 gigahertz wireless spectrum, so you're gonna have decent range, but because there's internal recording, range is not even an issue. So I have my lovely assistant here, Emma, my paid intern.
I'm not your intern, I'm the boss.
So anyways, we have the dual microphone systems here. Let's just do a little bit of a range test, but first of all, just do a quick check 1, 2 for me.
Check 1, 2, check savings credit.
So yeah, this is what it sounds like in that dual wireless microphone setting. So
It's really cool.
Whiskey's chasing after me. You got to talk too if you want to test it out.
Okay, I will talk while I'm scooting.
Yeah, so this is
Scooting with
all
the dog.
alive. We're
Come on,
just, everyone in
This
this
way.
park is thinking we're crazy.
This is one way to walk your dog.
Check 1, 2, testing
Check
1, 2,
1, 2.
3. Wave your arms. Yeah, okay, well then this is how far we are. So you know, it was legit. All right, and here, I'll do a wind test really quick. I got the wind muff on and I'm gonna go really fast towards it so there's wind blowing. And yeah, so if you don't hear any wind, that means the wind muffs are doing a good job. Whew. So at the moment, these are probably the most creative looking microphones and like microphone system that I've seen. You get a lot of amazing features and that's not that bad for the price. And do check out the link in the description because you never know when you're watching this, it might even be cheaper. Maybe we even have a coupon code. But in all honesty, these microphones blew me away. I was not expecting it. The whole time I'm just enjoying the experience of it, just playing around with the screen. And the sound of them, like they sound really good. But that's it for today's video. Still a lot of really cool gear to share with you coming up, like some really cool stuff you don't want to miss. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Mr. Black.